Hey guys, what's up? This is Nayan from Barrack Solutions, and today I have the DELL Latitude 10 tablet. This is a Windows 8 tablet and I will be reviewing it, so let's begin with the review. The DELL Latitude 10 has a rubber based back. It weighs around 650 grams and is 10.5 mm thick. It is very thick in comparison to its competitors. At the bottom we have a docking based port as well as a micro USB port and a small LED which indicates whether the device is getting charged or not. Both these ports can be used for charging the device. It's again a user preference. On the right we have got a HDMI out and a USB 2.0 slot along with a 3.5 mm headphone jack. On the top we have got screen orientation lock, power on and off button along with the LED which indicates whether the device is turned on or off, an SD card slot. You just need to press it and you can insert your SD card inside it. On the left we have got volume rockers, and if we come on the front we have got a 2 megapixel camera which is an HD camera, and at the bottom we have the Windows button. At the back we have two speakers which makes it stereo, and we have got an LED flash along with an 8 megapixel sensor and a huge battery with a slider for opening the battery. The device sports a 10.1 inch display with a huge bezel, and I have no clue why Dell kept such a huge bezel. If we compare this tablet with other tablets in the market, other tablets have a way smaller bezel. A very good example of this is the iPad mini. The device sports a screen resolution of 1366 by 768. It makes use of Corning Gorilla Glass and it supports 10-finger capacitive touch, and also you can use this Wacom active stylus as your touch pointer. The device is embedded with 2 GB of SDRAM which has a refresh rate of 800 MHz. It makes use of Intel dual core Atom chipset as its processor, and in the graphics department it makes use of Intel Graphics Media Accelerator. The device runs Windows 8 32-bit. This device has been very well optimized. The default Windows 8 applications open up really very fast and they are really very smooth, and that's a very good sign. If we look at third-party applications like Google Chrome, the websites don't open up that well. They lag many a times. However, Internet Explorer was much better than Google Chrome, and that is quite understandable because Microsoft has definitely optimized their applications for this tablet. The sound output is really poor. It's not that great at all, and it gives a hollow effect from any one of the random speakers whenever I try to play some sort of music. So let me just give you a demo of how loud the sound can be on this tablet. This device can play almost any sort of media file, and that's all because of VLC media player. However, only a few 1080p files can be played. Certain 1080p files may lag and cause a lot of problems, but 720p files and below work perfectly fine. Let me just give you a demo of a 1080p file which works perfectly fine. Because of a low-end processor and lack of RAM, this device is not capable of playing high graphical games. However, certain casual games which I downloaded from the store includes Angry Birds, Star Wars, Cut the Rope, Riptide, etc. So let me just give you some demo of these games. Let's check out Angry Birds. Let's go for Riptide GP. Okay, so let's go for the last game, that's Cut the Rope. The camera performance is average. Very limited options are provided. Even in the camera options, you might have to change these default settings to the appropriate settings that you want. Like for example, it says 2.1 megapixel at the rear camera. I want 8 megapixel, and it's going to give me a 4:3 photo resolution and not 16:9. And you can also select the audio device, that's basically the internal microphone, which I will select for the moment. So that's the settings for the camera mode. And if you're in the video mode, you need to change it to 1080p. By default it is on 720p. I'm recording from the rear camera, which shoots at 1080p at 30 frames per second. The rear camera has an 8 megapixel sensor. I cannot comment on the clarity at the moment because the screen shows a pixelated version of the video that I'm recording. Plus, it seems to be really very laggy when I'm moving around, which is not good. The contrast change is really fast and quick, which is good. And that is like pretty much the video quality of this rear camera on this device. So this is the front camera. We have a plane behind us. Back to the camera, it's got a 2 megapixel sensor in the front and it shoots at HD quality because it's HD. I cannot comment clarity right away. However, it seems to go. The contrast change very quick and fast, and that should be enough for I got a max read speed of 80.86 megabytes per second and write speed of 34.15 megabytes per second. These are quite low, but considering that it is a tablet and has got a low-end processor and it is low on RAM, this performance is pretty good. If we look at the temperature of each core, I couldn't get the temperature beyond 65 degrees Celsius even on using some high intensive applications. However, the low temperatures were close to 55 degrees Celsius. The NOAA benchmark score was 221, which is very low. An awesome feature of this device is its capability to connect to USB pen drives or also connect to SD cards. Just connect it like that and there you go, boom, it opens up. So I can just access the contents of my pen drive, and it's that simple. One of the major problems that I faced was Wi-Fi dropouts, and you can clearly see that I have configured my Wi-Fi network like 5 times and it is showing me a special SSID for each time I have configured, and this was really very annoying. I had to configure my hidden SSID like every time I woke up the device from standby. Many a times the touch screen stops working. In such a scenario, you have only 2 options. First, restart your device. 99% of the times restart helps, but if the restart does not help in activating the touch screen, then you may have to choose the second option, that is visiting the service center. I will just start off by saying that this device is not worth the price that you're paying. This device is very heavily priced. The 64GB model will cost you approximately 65,000 rupees and the 32GB model will cost you approximately 45 to 50,000 rupees. Now if you look at other tablets in the market, there are various tablets in various price ranges, and most of the other tablets are way powerful than this tablet. Now this tablet offers us with USB slots, SD card slots. Now that may lure a person, but those features are again offered by other tablets. Now what's unique is that it runs the complete Windows 8 operating system, that's the desktop operating system, on this small device, which is something really good. But as we all know, Windows 8 has got 2 interfaces. First is the modern user interface and second is the old Windows 7 user interface. Now the modern user interface and modern user interface based applications will work perfectly fine because they are meant for tablet. However, if you switch to the old Windows 7 user interface, there may be applications which may not work properly and you may get irritated. You may have to use the Wacom Active Stylus, which does not have any option to plug it inside the device itself. You will have to carry that stylus inside your pocket or somewhere like a pen, which is again something annoying. I think Windows should have got inspired by Samsung Galaxy Note series, where they have that stylus and they have an option to put that stylus in the device itself. And Windows has done that stylus integration with the device with many of the devices many years ago, but I don't know why they did not do with this particular device, why Dell did not opt for that, and that's something which I don't like at all. This device is again not very powerful and it will be able to run all those casual games like Angry Birds, but it lacks high-end games. The marketplace does not provide high-end games, only casual games are available. And if you compare this with other tablets in the market, the other tablets can play extremely high-end games, high graphical games like Modern Combat 4, Real Racing 3. They are really high graphical games and they are available for other tablets, but for Windows tablet it's not available. So for gamers, this tablet may not be what they want, and applications are also very less in the marketplace. So again, that's another drawback. However, you can download the desktop based application, but as I told you earlier, the desktop based applications may work, may not work properly, so it all depends upon the device. Overall, I would give this device a rating of 2 on 5, and that's my review. What do you think about this review? So please rate, comment, subscribe and visit techbarrack.com and also visit techiesparks.com.